after game one against the Big Blue from Millikin. Coach, a unique game. I mean, one, I think that the fact that they played a doubleheader yesterday where they absolutely dominated Webster, right? It was kind of batting practice for them coming in here. But that really didn't show to affect them very much. Jordy had a great outing, other than the one ball that kind of just went by her that started that 4-point rally for them. She absolutely had a good game.
Yeah. Biggest thing is we can't walk 9-hole, right? We walk 9-hole and lead off. That's two of their fastest kids. You know, if you put speed on, you know, that kind of, they'll capitalize on mistakes. Right. So, yeah, one ball, you know, a couple of hits, they adjusted, you know, they ended up getting it. You know, it's hats off to them for doing it. They made the adjustment.
Right. And then the top of the seventh, you know, you want to stop the bleeding. You bring in the freshman, right? You bring in Avery Fritz. She actually performed very well. I mean, that's a tough spot to be put into as a freshman, right?
You know, with all these freshmen, you know, I don't think sometimes I always feel like I don't know if they understand the moment. Kind of thing. They just go play ball, they have fun, and they just go do it. And that's what I love about it. You know, I put Avery Fritz in, and then, you know, bottom of the lineup, I put another freshman in that got the triple.
Yeah,
so,
right?
Yeah, so.
A big triple, too. That was pretty huge. 7-2. I mean, people are going to look at this game. They're going to talk about the lack of offense. But the fact of the matter is Coach Sauer and Coach Timbo, they threw their number one at you, and that number one is not a slacker. I mean, this Bruno, right? Kelsey Bruno. Yeah, they threw her at y'all for game one. Yeah,
Kelsey Bruno, she's a dog. Like she's her presence on the mound is just very straightforward. It's very there, and it's, you know, she just goes and competes,
right?
You know, and we kind of just didn't make the adjustment. We took a little bit of defensive hack, so we didn't really stay true to ourselves in that game. I feel like if we did, it could have been a different ball game.
Yeah. Game two, we're going into game two. Who we're going to see in the mound in the circle?
We're going to see Taylor Henry to start the game.
Is there any other defensive, offensive changes that you're going to make from game one?
Yeah. Our freshman catcher will be behind the plate.
Okay.
And we're going to put Brooke in the DP role.
Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna kind of mix a little things around this.
Great.
Yeah.
Coach, thanks for the time. Thanks for the access. We'll see you after game two.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. I'm broadcasting. I have a unique opportunity here to speak to Cam Daly. Cam, if those of you all that follow Jayville area sports know that I interviewed him earlier this year for football. An excellent linebacker for us. It was a good football season, Cam.
Yes, sir.
What was your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I thought it was a great football season, going 8-2. Believe that this year we can honestly be better and potentially reach our peak, you know, and keep going as much as we can. So
I'm not here really to talk about football as I am to talk about the student ambassador. I mean, that's really what we're here about, right? Yeah. What is your task and your description as a student ambassador?
Yeah. So my task and my responsibility is to honestly show students what IC has in store for them. Honestly, this has been the best place that I can imagine coming to. Honestly, I say that to anybody. And yeah, that's really show around campus and show what we have to offer, whether that's sports, whether that's, you know, within your studies, whatever.
The other organizations that are going on here, I know that, you know, I have a connection with the Criminal Justice Department. They also have a club. There's just other activities other than sports happening in and around IC.
Yeah, no, actually, I am the former president now of the Criminal Justice Organization. And honestly, we've been able to make great connections within Jacksonville and within the area of outside of Jacksonville. There's also other student organizations that are, you know, bringing a lot of more people and more attention to IC. So I think that's also something else that's really good.
So two more questions and I'll let you go. Okay, one question. What would you tell students, high school seniors and juniors right now who are thinking about going to IC? What would you say to them?
I would just say straight up, you know, give it a try. You know, you never know where you're supposed to be. Whether that's, you know, honestly, a lot of kids like to go to those big schools, but we're a smaller school, tight-knit community, and give it a shot. I mean, you know, I was coming from Alabama, you know, I was like, man, Illinois College, never heard of it, but gave it a shot. over one of the big schools back home, and I was like, man, I just love it. So I just say, you know, take chances.
Well, you actually just took away my second question, which was, what is your experience here? So yeah, great experience coming from Alabama here. Just been a great experience for you, huh?
Great experience.
Great
people, great coaches, you know, great faculty, and
and academics, right? I mean, academics is superior here, so at least in my opinion.
Yeah,
would you say so as well?
I would, especially the connections you can make with the professor. So
great. All right, folks. Cam Daly, linebacker, IC football. Also, more important, the student ambassador and soon-to-be graduate.
Yes.
Right?
Correct.
All right.
I will be returning in the fall.
All right. Great. Thank you again, Cam. We appreciate the time. All right.